for today's video, we're going to be creating a pink halo eye look using the Sweet Oasis eyeshadow palette by Morphe. So if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, please keep on watching. We're going to get started with the Hibiscus Blossom shade, this one here, and that's going to go all over the crease area. And next I'm going to grab my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, and I'm gonna take this shade Love Struck, just a slightly lighter pink shade, and that's gonna go just slightly above and just a little bit over the first shade that we just applied. Okay, and next I'm going to take the Morphe E18 brush, this one here, and going to go into the shade Picture Perfect, which is this one right here, and I'm going to add that in the outer and inner corners so we can start creating the halo effect. So I'm just going to keep on packing the shade in the inner and outer corners with this brush, and then I'm going to grab the Morphe 456 brush and blend that out. Just to buff out any harsh edges. And so now to create the halo effect, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and the Morphe M166 brush, and I'm going to apply concealer right in the center. And next, after adding the concealer in the center, I'm going to add the lightest pink shade that we used earlier, this one here, and I'm going to add it over the concealer. And by the way, I am using the Morphe M124 brush for that. Okay, so once that is all set, I'm going to now add the glitter to the center. I'm going to be using this one. It's the Lizzie McGuire Glitterly Obsessed. I'm going to apply that right over the center pink shade that we just added. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and remove these here now so that we can move on to the face makeup. Okay, so to prep my skin for the foundation, today I'm going to be using for the very first time this Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And it smells very nice. And it comes with this little thing here so that you can grab the product just like so. You don't need much. See? And then I am going to prime my skin now. Oh, wow. Oh, this is amazing. So luxurious. And for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Hydro Rescue, Futurist Hydro Rescue, in the shade Tawny. This one is currently my absolute fave foundation, especially for an everyday. So I'm just gonna pour some 2 pumps right onto this little thing here. That should be all we need. And I grab my sponge and I dip that in there. So next for the concealer, I'm going to use again the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Sand. For the contour, I'm going to be applying the Soul Body Bronzing Balm in the shade Medium Dark. Applying this with the Morphe M436 brush. And then I like to have a additional sponge just to blend out my contour. I don't like to mix it with my foundation sponge just because then it can make my foundation darker than I like it to be. So just blend that out. And I like to grab the Morphe G12 brush and grab some of that same bronzing balm for the nose contour. And I like to start from the bottom. That way I don't get too much on the top. So most of the product will stay down here. And then I slightly go up, start going up. And I like to grab another brush, a clean brush. This is the one that I typically use to blend out my bronzer for the nose. So then I just like to go over it like so. Very carefully. So once I've buffed that out with the brush, I like to go over that with my contour sponge again. Okay, so next I'm going to set the makeup with this Studio Fix pressed powder and the shade NC25. And now I'm going to bake in the under eye area with this Chanel translucent powder. And now before I add the highlight, I like to add the Continuous Setting Mist by Morphe. And for the highlight, I'm going to add the Huda Beauty 3D Highlighter Palette. I'm going to grab the shade Azores for that, this one here. For the blush, I'm going to use the Milani Baked Powder Blush and the shade Luminoso. For the contour, I'm going to use the Luminous Bronzer, Powder Bronzer by Avani, Greg, and Morphe. And this one's in the shade Cali. Next, I'm going to grab the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D to finish off the powder bronzer for the nose. And I'm going to add these two shades right here. And then to finish off the nose contour, I like to highlight just right on top of the bone. To finish off the eye look In the under eye area, I'm going to grab this Jaclyn Hill brush, number 43, and I'm going to dip that into the Picture Perfect shade, the darkest shade that we use. This one here. And then just press it on the under eye area ever so slightly. Next, I'll grab the Jaclyn Hill brush number 39 to blend that out with a lighter shade. We're going to use the Hibiscus Blossom, which was the shade right there. With the Morphe M149 brush, I'm going to add the shade Rooftop View to the inner corners of the eye. And now I'm going to grab the cream gel liner by ColourPop for the inner under eye area in the shade Insomniac. Oops, wrong side. There we go. And now for the eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Better Than Sex eyeliner by Too Faced. I just applied the mascara, and now I'm going to apply my lashes. I'm going to use these by Luxie Lash. They are the flossy style. And for the lip liner, I'm going to use the Rimmel London lip liner in the shade Spice. And for the lippy, I'm going to be using Bear, the shade Bear by Kylie. It's the Velvet Liquid Lipstick. It smells very nice. Just a final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.